Hello everyone, my name is Nujum. Today, are we going to take on Shield Knight or are we going to take on, I think, King Knight? The Primador Keep Layer of King Knight. It's actually a really nice portrait. I never really looked at the portraits. And actually, Truffle Knight has his own portrait where he's staring at King Knight. King Knight's like, haha, look up at me, peasants. I am all great and stuff. Let's fight this dude. So, by the way, I don't have headphones in my college dorm. I think I talked about this last episode, but I'm recording in a dorm now. It's not actually a dorm, it's more like an apartment, but it's basically a dorm. So, these are, I think they're called the Wandering Adventures or something? Not these, dragon things. Do I have? No, I don't have any gear. You know what? Before I take on Primador Keep, let's actually get some gear. Haha! I lost my hitbox when I was opening that chest. Or I had invincibility frames or something. Get out of here, freaking nerd trying to track me. I do actually want this money. I think I said before that I didn't want to collect any of the relics. But, I found out that if you collect one, you can't get the achievement. So, you know, I'm probably just gonna go back to town and buy a shitload of them now. So yeah, these are the Wandering Adventurers, and they're never mind. I guess we'll talk about them later. Basically, they're a bunch of random dudes, and when you run into their character on the map, you fight them. And they're actually pretty fun fights, so I wanted to show that one off, but that's okay. I have plenty to talk about in Primador Keep. Primador Keep? Don't ask me, man. I'm not a friggin' genius. Unfortunately, I can't comment on the music of this game because I don't have my headphones in, but you know, I'm sure it's excellent. Yacht Club! I'm pretty sure I've been giving them shit for 2 episodes now, but they put together a pretty damn good game. I will complain about their platforming in a bit, but until then... Oh, this is the first time we run into the horse guy enemy. So this is one of the really cool enemies that I really like. So as soon as he sees you, he charges at you, and basically you can see his lance is way longer than your shovel, right? So I don't think I can intercept him with my shovel. Yeah, I just take damage. So the idea is that you have to jump on him, and I really like how fast he is and how quickly you have to react. I just think it's a really clever enemy. Also, these lava plots are decent platforming obstacles. They honestly don't pose that much a challenge unless you're really rushing, like me. So you know, they're pretty good. But yeah, so this is Primador Keep, and this is actually one of the more, I think, aesthetically really nice areas. Because look at this, fucking everything's plated gold. How much do you have to raise taxes to get that, you know? Obama should think about that. Or I guess Trump should think about that. Trump seems like the type of guy... Oh, by the way, fuck this hallway. I'll explain why it's awful in a second. But Trump seems like the type of guy who would plate the White House in gold. So this is why I was saying fuck this hallway earlier. It's because the height of the hallway, and because the giant size of your head, means that you can't shovel certain parts up. Which I feel is an intentional thing, because you can see the rats fucking... here, I'll show this off, why not? Let's be some fucking nerds. I'll try and tone down the nerdness. I think I said this last episode as well. I want to try to tone down the nerdness a little bit and try to be a little more entertaining because, you know, it's YouTube. No one wants to watch me be a fucking nerd. So, you see how these guys come through the walls? I feel they were designed with the explicit intention of abusing this fucking ceiling and making you, have to be really careful and nervous, otherwise you take damage, right? Which, as a challenge, is really interesting, but also very frustrating, right? Oh, here's another really clever design thing they did. So if, say I stand up here and I hit the fireball, so you can knock the fireball back with your shovel, which I don't think they've taught you at this point, but, you know, hopefully you figure it out at some point. If not, there's an achievement you can get with it, so, you know, maybe you learn it from that way. But what's really interesting is that if you stand right here and hit it back, it's got the perfect angle to hit this guy, and if I stand anywhere else, well, fuck me then, apparently he just has a giant-ass hitbox. See, this is clearly Yacht Club conspiring against me to be they're stop being a nerd and be an entertainer, you nerd. Doesn't really work out, but whatever. But yeah, it was perfectly spaced out. Actually, I wonder if I go back, will he respawn? Oh, come on. Haha, they love us nerds. So this dude just shoots pretty straightforward fireballs, and he's not too interesting on his own. But this is, I think, the first time we encounter this enemy, so you know, usually they want to like be really cool with that. And what they do is that they give you a perfect arc to hit this guy, and if you stand too close or too far when you hit the fireball, that doesn't quite work. Now, I think we just clipped his hitbox like here? Yeah, we got like the tip of his hat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Yacht Club, I'll give you guys that one. By the way, I like this statue thing. There's mana behind this portrait here. There's usually shit hidden behind the portrait. Usually it's like 20 gold or something on the way to chicken. So they show you this thing, right? And you're like, oh, okay. Oh, look at that. It's another oh my god, it's moving. What do I do? What do I do? Then you try to jump over it and it does this cool like shield attack. This enemy's probably like one of my favorite in the game just because of the way it's introduced. Like that's just such an epic introduction. Yeah. God, what do entertaining YouTubers do at this point? Oh dude, I can jump up there. If I time this right, I think. Yeah, I'm the best. So like, I'm sure entertaining YouTubers just say, yeah, yeah. And like, what else do they do? Probably like do butt jokes and dick jokes everywhere. Oh man, dude. I bet you Shovel Knight would totally bang King Knight with like gay sex. And like all the other knights. Like Shield Knight. Well, I guess Shield Knight wouldn't be gay sex then. I'm cringing at myself. But it's okay because now I'm a YouTuber. Ha ha ha. Excellent YouTube commentary. How do I... Ah, I made it. I'm the best. I forget about this area. I did like a quick practice run. Not practice run. Hello? Oh, you have to hit down? Why do you have to hit down? Why not up? Wait, why not up? Okay, that's dumb. Okay, so... Ooh, we can get an item here. That's nice. So I talked a little earlier about these relics, right? If you don't know, relics are basically like if you have like the HMs in Pokemon. Or no, that's a terrible... So you know Shantae's Pirate's Curse, where you have the weapons? Or Mega Man when you get these sort of upgrades, you can turn them on at will? That's sort of what we're about to get right now with these relics. So this is Chester. Ha ha ha, it's a pun because he lives in a chest, it's so funny. He's gonna be like, yo, you wanna see a sweet deal? I'm like, yeah, I wanna see a sweet deal. Hey, Flame Wand, I want that. So he gives me one. And now, if I press up and my... So this is my attack button. If I press up and my attack button, I shoot a fireball, and it's cool. Which is good, because the Flame Wand's one of the better weapons as well. What? I thought... Oh, do I have to stand... I don't get that room. Is that the only time they ever use this mechanic? You know what? I respect that. I respect that they were able to make a weird design element for just like one-time use. That's I can respect that. Oh, this room's a nightmare if you're trying to go fast, by the way. I got hit like 3 or 4 times the first time I played through this. Holy shit. Can I get the perfect art? Aw, man, just missed it. Hold on. Sniped! Do I actually want to get that? Yes, I do. Aha! Shovel Knight has like a pretty high jump. Like I've been playing some other platformers and like way higher than what you would expect. Also, I think there's a secret on that end! I didn't realize I was that close to death. Whoops! Holy shit, we have... This stage is fucking huge. When did this stage get so big? Alright, we're gonna speedrun. Speedrun. Bam. I think as everyone knows on this channel, I'm a professional speedrunner. I think I speedran a game called Chimera Destroy Monster Girls like 4 months ago, and I'm like number 7 on the board. I'm an expert at playing video games. Will this give me chicken now? Wow! Wait, so is it just randomized whether or not you get chicken? Alright, let's see. Okay, no secret here. I'm pretty sure there's a secret on one of these sides, because up there is the checkpoint. Aha! I'm the best. Okay, so there's one of those knights dudes. I'm assuming all of this stuff hides money, but I think we have enough money to do what we want. Oh, this is just... okay, cool. Oh! Screw me. Wow! I... Hey, game designers. Yeah, you. I'm looking at you. Take a wild guess what I messed up there. God fucking damn it, does it respawn? No, it doesn't respawn, of course not. That would undermine the whole point of what happened. Oh my god, that's great. That's great, I appreciate that. Ooh, almost broke it. Oh, by the way, you can break these for money. I think I talked about that. You know what? Screw it. We'll break it for money. Oh my god, he broke it for money. Why did he do that? Because... Hold on. How much magic do I have left? I actually have to be careful. Supposedly you can just hit this griffin and like walk past him. Wow, is his hitbox literally like a tiny square? Okay, sure. Oh, we got chicken out of it, yay! So right after we kill the griffin is another checkpoint, which is interesting. I imagine they thought we would have a lot more trouble than we did with the griffin. And maybe the casual player, maybe... Did I have trouble with it? I don't think I had trouble with the griffin. I can't get up there now. There's a secret up there, but that's okay. We don't have to get all the... I think it's like a note, music sheet for the bard in the village. Oh, check this out. God damn it, dude. Oh, well, we got it. We got it. God. I'm like trying really hard to be like, what does a YouTuber do? Probably not just say dumb shit for no reason, but maybe they do say dumb shit for a reason. There's gotta be like a rhyme or reason to like PewDiePie's yelling or something, you know? Oh, this is the part where I showed on the game's platforming. So this is the platforming, basically. They add like little gimmicks here and there, like here's the lava pots from earlier, but it's ridiculously easy at this point in the game, right? However, later on, they do something really weird, where, well, not weird per se, but something that I disagree with, where they make you do more platforming. And notice underneath me right now, right? What is going on here? What is the elements in this room? There's the ladder, which is the exit, right, to the platforming section. There's these 4 pots that are constantly spinning down. They're not very difficult if you're paying attention, right? But there's also no floor, and that's very important, because that means one of the first platforming experiences the players are going to be running into has instant death pits, right? The thing I complained of earlier is that instant death makes the game feel a lot more frustrating and a lot less interactive, and because you go through, like, death screens, it's like, it feels really slow and the frustration really sets in, and you're not having a great time during these instant death pits, right? Like, you know what? Let me check really quick. Is there a checkpoint? I think there is. Shit, no. Alright. Ah, fuck it, I'll just skip you. There's money behind the curtain. Oh, fuck it. Hold on. I'll get back to the instant death points in a sec. There's money behind all of these curtains, and there's food and health and shit, because we're about to fight a boss, and we're about to fight the griffin. I'm not even gonna open that one because I'm at full health. And I'll probably lose all my health during the griffin. But my point is, right, if I were to die there, it would spawn me so far back and it would be really frustrating, right? And like, this challenge is relatively small. Oh, I got a chicken out of that. This one spot is a relatively hard place to die on. Oh, they give you a magic refill after you fight the griffin. Oh, that's great. I like that. But if I were to die here, I would lose all my life, I would lose my gold, and I would have to like restart at the checkpoint, right? Now this is something really interesting that I found out. If you've ever played Shantae, I think this is Pirate's Curse? I don't know how they do it in Risky's Revenge, but there are specific death pits in Shantae that will kill you instantly, but there are some death pits when you're around platforming challenges that will only take 1 heart off you, and I think that's such an excellent like design choice that was spotted out by Shantae, right? Not saying Yacht Club are like, oh, how dare you not be the best game designer ever, how dare you not play every single game and understand every single mechanic and like steal all their shit, right? That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that I prefer the Shantae way of doing platforming, right? I'm not... Technically speaking, it's not even wrong to have instant death pits, because Shantae's platforming loses a lot of the edge and like some of the excitement when you're not being frustrated, when you're not dealing with instant death pits, right? Hopefully you caught that exchange. I think this was one of the more boring exchanges though. But you know, you get what I'm saying, hopefully. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like the second episode I've been complaining about instant death hits, so, you know. And honestly, Shovel Knight relies on them a lot. And the instant death spikes. Oh, by the way, let me not kill this guy off. This is King Knight. He has two attacks. He has a hopping attack. He has this really well-themed, shall we say, confetti attack, and he has this one dash attack. Yeah, and like, ooh, got me with that one. He's not too easy once you've played him a couple times, but you know, he can definitely kill you. He's very quick, and his attacks, they do a decent amount of damage, partially because you don't have a lot of life at this point, right? But there you go, there's King Knight. I think that was like one of the faster stages we did so far. Yeah, this is 16 minutes into the recording. I think yesterday we had a much longer recording. Oh, and now we get the Shield Knight scene, woo! I think I've talked about Shield Knight a little bit already. I like what they're doing with her. They're trying to make, like, a real connection and not make it like, haha, you are the hero who's going to save the Prince Knight. Nah, man, this is my bro, this is my partner. It would have been nice if we saw more of Shield Knight doing shit before, but you know. Holy shit, you have so much money. How did I not notice how crazy the amount of money? Okay, and it scales with the type of enemy you fight? Alright, Shield Knight, I got... Nah, you're on your own, bud. Catch yourself, mate. See, she's fine. She can take care of herself. My fucking partner, that's right. Get the meal ticket. Let's go ahead and check out the next area. And actually, let's go to town and buy some shit, because I don't really want to just rely on the wand now. Oh, we did get the notebook for this. No, there's two. So if you can see at the bottom there, it says like my gold and my health and parameter keep clear. On the left, it shows the meal ticket and the music sheet. Oh, is that the shit I've not turned in yet? Wait, how do I... Nah, well, never mind. We'll close this episode out with a little bit of shopping. So here's the bard. He's like, yo, music sheet, I got you. I have no idea. The person gives us 500 gold. We can use that to upgrade our magic, which we won't actually do yet because I want to first prioritize getting health. So you can buy, I think, 2 or 3 meal tickets from this guy. And those meal tickets get converted to basically health points, right? So this dude, oh, this is really cool. So we gave him 3 meal tickets at once, right? He does something really cool, which I like. So when you knock out this thing, instant reserving rather than having to go through 2 dialogue boxes again. That is what you call some fucking polish right there. Let's really quickly check out this guy down here. The Truffle King is gonna give us another pot for 1500. I'm into it. I think this guy gives us more relics. I want the face locket. The face locket's really good. It's like one of the best items in the game. I'll probably show it off next episode. I'm not gonna grab anything else. By the way, there's a secret in here. This girl is Mona. You can play a little mini game with her. It's actually a pretty fun mini game, and I think there's an achievement associated with it. Her character seems to be like kind of shy and introverted when you talk to her the first time. But then you play the DLC and it turns out there's like a lot more to her story, which is interesting, I guess. I was honestly a little bit turned off by her character in the DLC. Well, I say turned off. By turned off, I mean like I found her less interesting in the DLC. By the way, this is a face locket. It makes you not take damage for a little bit. It's really cool if you watch the speedrun. They use that in a bunch of cool places. And it's got like a really neat animation in my opinion. So yeah, this is Shovel Knight episode 3. Hopefully you all are enjoying it. Next episode, we're probably not going to do any of the challenge stuff. Force the phasing. So yeah, this you need the phase locket to do. We're not going to do any of that because I want to keep this Let's Play relatively short so there's a guarantee that I will actually finish it, right? But yeah, there's Plague Knight, who's part of the DLC, so maybe we'll do him next. Or there's Treasure Knight. Actually, I probably will do Treasure Knight next because I like Treasure Knight's level a lot. I think it's really good. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Leave your comments, criticisms, whatever the fuck in the comments down below. I will see you guys in my next episode. Goodbye.